All right. Well, let's get her going. I have to move my camera as we were playing 14. Come on. There we go. Alrighty, folks. Game capture? Do you want to... There we go. Welcome in. How's it going? Welcome back to Final Fantasy VI, Day 12, what I believe is the finale. As far as I can tell. If we can't beat this game in the next 4 hours, I will be shocked. But, yeah, today is most likely the last day of Final Fantasy VI before we move on to Ghost Trick Phantom Detective. And then, possibly Horizon Zero Dawn, depending on how much time we have. Hello, Doppel, welcome in. It is September, that's true. If only I had, like, any real reason to sub other than ads. But, one day I'll get emotes, maybe. But welcome in, everybody. Alright, let's see... Yes. We're good to go. We have, we fought a demon last time, one of the Warring Triad, and we're on to the other ones. Yeah, the best reason to sub is to avoid ads. Ads are, I literally wish I could not run ads, but if I don't run intermittent ads, then I get pre-roll ads instead, where anytime you click on the stream, you have to watch a bunch of ads, no matter like where, you know, in the ad run you are. It's always when you open it, which sucks. Pre-roll ads are terrible. So I figure just running ads in general is better. I don't like it. I think it's the lesser of two evils. But hey, if you sub, you don't gotta worry about them. Well, I can do a massive pre-roll during the 5 minutes of setup. So it's not client side. Well, it's not server side, as in it's not on my side. It's on any time clicks on the stream to open it, they'll get hit with ads immediately, no matter where we are. The reason I have that timer is so that the first round of ads does go through. Because they happen like every half an hour or so. That's why I have that, that 6-7 minute timer. Just to get those first round of ads out of the way. But nothing I can do about pre-roll ads outside of just run ads in general. If I could get them all out at once, that would be nice. That would probably be ideal. But no such luck. All right, so we have Celes, Gogo, Edgar, and Shadow in the party currently, which is what we fought Demon with, which worked pretty dang well. So I think we're just kind of good to keep going. Not like I can really change it anyways. I don't think there's a way to get the other party over here. Parties over here. So let's do it. Right, we still have... That's the wrong button. Enemies here. Flash. What were we using for you? Oh, I think we were using Quake as your main damage dealer. Even though it's not that much cheaper than just regular Aga spells. I'm sure it's fine. I wonder what the look of taking on Kefka's Tower would look like if we didn't get all the party members and just ran for it. I don't know if it's doable. Because you start with just Celes. No, it's doable, because you need the airship to get here. And in order to get the airship, I think you need Sabin, Setzer, and... Is it Edgar? Is it Edgar the fourth? Well, Setzer is technically the fourth, but I think Edgar's number 3? Yeah, we need a float, which got reset because we... dipped out. So you would be able to do it. I mean, even if you only had 3, it's still technically doable. You just have like one You have 3 jacked characters that can do it. You'd have to overlevel a lot, but it's doable. I think. Oh, there's a save point here. Why didn't I save here? Why did I go back? I don't remember. Doesn't matter. Oh, I do need to switch the parties here. Okay. Oh, does each party fight a boss? Oh, yeah, that's how this works. That makes sense. Okay. There's Animal Lock. Alright. Should be good. This is Sephiroth? Fiend. Yes, that's him. Okay, thanks for the heal. Like that. We're just gonna do what we always do. Which is... Hang on, I need to check something. Do you have multiple things to target? You do not. Double Ultima. You know the score. Oh, he's got a counter. Okay. Not for a lot, though, so it shouldn't matter too much. Or he just got one in the middle of my attack. Never mind. Can you trance dual cast for even more damage? That's a good question, actually. I've never used trance. But, I guess I should, shouldn't I? I'll at least try it. Oh, whoops, I didn't have enough MP for the ultimate cast. I'm bad at math. I guess we'll trance now? I'm still not totally sure on how trance works. Eating the ever-loving shit out of... Oh, he absorbs ice. Well, that sucks for Umaro being here. Alright. I need 2 Osmos. Oh, and then I can't Ultima because I don't technically have enough. Fire Rock it is. Oh, this trance is lasting a while. And I don't know why. I'm gonna keep trying to steal. Because I can. I mean, we're pretty close to the damage cap anyways with Ultima, so... I don't think it's too bad. Why are you going? Bean's aura is trembling violently. Ah. Noted. There's the damage cap. Eat Ultima, you punk bitch. Ooh, I should have kept my mouth shut. That might be bad. Never mind, we're fine. Okay, boss misses. Oops, Cyan's a little spicily low. Go ahead and cure yourself as a treat. Never mind! Get fucked, Fiend. That was easy. What can't dual cast Ultima do? Besides everything except kill things very quickly. Oh, Locke got Quake. Good for him. Muso no Kami. Oh, well, wasn't that good that Cyan was here? Save points. I'll tent here, why not? Length of time Tiara can stay in trance depends on the amount of magic AP she has gained after battles. If she's not gained enough, she cannot enter trance. Her trance gauge depletes during battle. She cannot enter trance in the next battle until she acquires magic AP. The maximum amount she can have is 255. Oh. It's almost like a hidden meter. Okay. I don't hate that idea. I just wish that was communicated to me in literally any way. But, okay. Alright, sounds like a plan. Save here. Hey, Matt. How goes tomorrow? Well, we did just fight the Fiend with him, and he did heal him at one point because he absorbs ice. So, not amazing, but he's contributing, at least a little bit. Alright. This should be easy because we have Sabin, who is a monster. Also Realm. Petrify cancels trance. Haste, slow, and stop have no impact. Stop can even be exploited with trance. If Terror's Gauge hits 0 on trance and stop, she'll remain in trance for this battle until KO'd. Oh. That's interesting and weird. Okay. Alright, Realm. This is Sophia. Yep, the goddess. I know you. Oh, I should have healed. I didn't realize Setzer was hurt. That's fine. Oh, you have Meteor now. That's right. Have we used this? Let's see what happens. 2,600 damage. That's a little anemic. Jesus Christ, Setzer. I forgot we set this up on you. By the power of gambling, you shall be undone. It's like Overture protect me? Is that what that said? Yeah, I dislike characters that I can't control. Because they're okay for damage. If their damage was better, I wouldn't mind it too much, but they're, in comparison to other characters I can control, they just don't really hold up. They don't do as much damage, and I don't have the luxury of controlling them either. So it's just kind of a lose-lose. Yeah, I'm naming them for the FF14 rates. So in 14, Demon is called... Demon's the one I can't remember. I think it starts with a Z of some kind. But the goddess is Sophia, and the Fiend is Sephiroth. I don't know where they got the names, but that's just what I know them. Oh, right. I can Wasmos, but that's not how this works. What the fuck? Did Setzer just hit himself? Quasar hurt. Did I somehow target Setzer with his own attack? Because that sounds like something I would do. Goddess commanded him to protect her. Oh, that's what she said. I missed it because I was yapping. That's on me. Well, if he's gonna take anyone out, it might as well be him. No hate against you, Setzer, but you're not my favorite. It's Osmos, be safe. Oh, do we have a Rise on Realm? Oh, we do. Should have done that. That's fine. Heal. Yeah, we'll heal you first. And Sabin... Actually, just cure these two. Never mind, you're dead. Oh, I'm on Sabin's turn, not Setzer. Yeah, those fixed dice can do ludicrous damage. It's a gamble, but when you roll it 8 times, it's pretty worth it. Mathematically, the chances of you doing good damage are pretty high. Which is very nice. Okay, we're back. Okay, well, that was even faster. Realm is a monster. And so is Sabin. Really, this is probably one of our... Oh, that Quasar was a Blue Mage spell. This is one of our better teams as far as damage. And Excalibur. Ah, my old friend. What's the raid that Demon shows up on? He is in the Heavensward. It's not a raid, it's a trial series. Yeah, the Warring Triad trials.
We destroyed the Warring Triad, but the power of magic isn't fading like it should be. Could Kefka have extracted the very source of magic from them?
Probably. I bet the gem box, maybe called something different in this version, you can get the economizer, which lowers all spell MP, cost to 1. Yes. In this, it's the Soul of Thamasa, which is the dual cast thing, and the Celestriad is the 1 MP thing. I thought about doing it, but I was like, Osmose is so good that I think dual cast is better. Because Osmose is cracked in this game. Probably one of the best instances of Osmose in the series. I can't think of another game where it's better. You have the enhancer for magic. Legendary Holy Sword. I guess we can give this to Celes? It is technically better than the Zantetsuken? Not technically better, it's just better. Sure. Yeah, you can get it from the Dinosaur Forest. I thought about trying to get some, but I was like, it's fine. Zurvan, that's the name of the demon. I knew it started with a Z. Could not remember him. Save point? There we go. I had to open the door first. Oh, we'll use the tenses here as well. Why not? If not now, then when? But yeah, the Soul of Thamasa is just too good. Zurvan uses Flare Star. Okay. And here's the squad. That's all of us. Welcome, friends! Oh, maybe I should do like a... Hang on. Welcome, friends! I knew you'd come, so I've been practicing my greeting. How much do you have to destroy before you've had your... Oh. How much do you have to destroy before you'll have had your fill, Kefka? I've acquired the ultimate power. Observe. Such magnificent power. You're nothing more than fleas compared to me now. Embrace your destruction. It is the fate of all things. Wow, you're gonna pick on the ladies, huh? To be destroyed? Maybe it is. But people can always rebuild, and new lives will always be born. And time will destroy all those as well. Why do people insist on creating things that will inevitably be destroyed? Why do people cling to life knowing that they must someday die? Knowing that none of it will have meant anything once they do? Because it's not the end that matters. It's knowing you have something to live for right now, at this moment. Something you've worked for. Something that's worth protecting. As long as you have that, that's enough. And did you all find your somethings in this broken world that's dying itself? Yes. Love. A person worth protecting. A wife and child who live on within me. Friends and family. A peaceful kingdom. A loving brother who always looks out for me.
Someone willing to accept me for who I am. An adorable little granddaughter. An obnoxious grandpa who I couldn't live without.
Wings from a dear old friend. And Mog and Umaro.
You people make me sick. You sound like lines from a self-help book. If that's how it's going to be, I'll snuff them all out. Every last one of your sickening, happy little reasons for living. No, Kefka, stop!
Yeah, and Gogo. They're here too.
I wield the greatest power in existence. You may as well be the dirt on the bottom of my boots, or the dirt stuck to the bottom of that dirt.
Oh boy. Here comes the tower.
I'll destroy everything. I'll create my own empire of death.
Yep, and Terra's here. What the fuck?
You can't destroy everything. People will always have dreams. No! When I'm through, there won't be anything left to dream about.
And Realm.
We won't let you hurt any more people. But what fun is destruction if no precious lives are lost?
Well, he's missing all the towns at least. And we're back down here.
It ends here, Kefka.
Ooh, 4 parties again. All right. Well... Oh, no, it's the main party and everyone in the back. 1, 2, 3... Oh, is this gonna pull a, FF8, where, each time a party member goes down, they get replaced by the person in the back row? Yeah, no love for Gao. Oh, Gao's not even here. I guess it's because I didn't bring him in. Oh yeah, because Mog and Gao were the two that I left behind, and they're not here. That's fine. All right. Well, we want Terra up front. Let's see here. Oh, the 12 you brought. Makes sense. You only get replaced in between the tower phases, if I recall. Okay. We'll see. I mean, ideally, I don't lose anybody. But we'll find out. So let's grab Sabin. We'll grab... Let's just get our heavy hitters. Get Realm up here. I'm very tempted to bring Setzer, but he's so squishy. I think I'll leave him in the back. And let's do Edgar. Do I want Celes, actually? I feel like with Terra and Realm, we're probably good. We'll have Celes in the back if we need her. Make this a total victory, pull a Chrono Trigger, and have no one die for the perfect ending. Was that Chrono Trigger? I think you're thinking of FF5. FF5 is the one where if they get knocked out, the ending changes. Although Chrono Trigger might also do that, I don't remember. In a bit. We'll get Strago next. To you. Maro's going in the back. Least reliable. That should be fine. Yeah, we have played through a lot of JRPGs in the last little bit, so they might all blend together. That's perfectly fair. No, I believe that is FF5. Because that's, because we had to redo that final fight. Because I was like, oh, I gotta do it perfectly. This should be fine. Ba-bong. Here we go. All right. This is the most important part of this playthrough as far as rating. Dancing Mad, all 4 parts, has to be a 10 out of 10. And the big one that's going to sway it is Dancing Mad Part 4, or Phase 4. I need to know that Dancing Mad Phase 4 is the best rendition of Dancing Mad there has been. Because I don't think I've heard a rendition of the Phase 4 of Dancing Mad that I have really liked. I always think the original is better. Which is rare. Normally I'm a fan of remasters of it. I remember a tree and other things, A Year of Separation. Yeah, the tree was FF5. Where Exdeath went all crazy and turned into a giant eldritch monstrosity. So far I like what I'm hearing. 3 things to hit, huh? Okay, Edgar's also still floating. Dancing Mad any good in 14? It's decent. I don't really like Phase 4 of it. Phase 4 is the one that matters the most. Ironically, my favorite rendition of Dancing Mad is a cover by Gametal / Johnny Atma, a video game cover artist on YouTube. His version of it is stellar. Reverse polarity. Oh, you just changed us into the front. That's fine. Gloria. Can I trance here? What's right? Yeah. Shockwave, okay, fine. The rendition of The Extreme, on the other hand, which is my favorite final boss track of any game, the 14 rendition of that is the best version of it. We're going to see a lot of Ultima today. Alright. Gonna let Edgar clean that one up. Alright, that's one down. Phase 2. Ooh, I do like the choir in this version. Grants is 2 times magic and physical damage output and half magic damage taken. Ah, okay. Oh, it didn't change? I thought there should be another, the song should advance for this, shouldn't it? We're still hearing phase 1. Unless it's got a specific part where it can transition that we haven't hit yet. I guess. We might not even hear, because we're blitzing this guy. Ooh, reflect. Doesn't matter, I have Ultima. Reactive laser, hang on, it's about to do a whole bunch of shit. That's fine. Layer star is not great. Never mind, we're fine. I forgot we have element cut, unlike everybody. There's phase 2. Okay, so it does have only specific spots it can transition. Ba, 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 ba. This is a good use of choir. Hang on, we're getting our asses kicked here. Sabin specifically. Ba-na. I assume it's got a lot of things on death. Yeah, okay. That's phase 2. Sibigan got hit with 8 hits out of the 10-hit combo. That's why he's the GOAT. You can take it. Alright, Phantom Rush here. We are obliterating this guy. I think this is phase 3 that I'm hearing. I forget how phase 3 starts. I think this is it. Yeah, this is. Ooh, meltdown might be bad. Also, Edgar's still in the air. White wind. Ooh. Okay. There he is. I think this is phase 3 now. Yep. Shniasmos here with you as well. You still have a lot. Ah, just Ultima. These guys are not causing us any issue, but Kefka is gonna be concerning. Did you just kill Realm? Oh, that's Doom. I can live with that. Double Ultima. Fuck this guy. Okay, that hurt. Repose. That's instant death. Okay. Oh, here we go. All right, phase 4. Let's hear it. Oh. Hello, Celes. I guess Realm got knocked out. There it is.
Life, dreams, hope. Where do they come from? And where do they go? Such meaningless things. I'll destroy them all. Whee!
Alright, let me listen to this for a second. Okay. This is good. This is good. They doubled down on the percussion, which makes sense because this was a prog rock track from the start. I'm not crazy about that organ tone they're using, but everything else I like. Yeah, that's good. That's good stuff. That's the one I was worried about. Alright, well, we're not going to perfect this, because Realm did die. But I also don't know how to perfect this, if there's an instant kill at the end of the last phase. Okay, that hurt. That hurt a lot. Havoc Wing. Oh yeah, re-raise. Okay, that hurts a lot. Like a lot. Yeah, without re-raise, I don't think it's possible. Okay, that's fine. We can get them back up. The end draws near. What the fuck was that? Hey, they kept his laugh in. Okay, good. Alright, this is definitely... I don't know if I like it more than the original Dancing Mad. But this is probably the best rendition of it that we've gotten. It's level 71. That's a little bit higher than us. Just a bit. Are you weak to Holy? You are God. So I don't know if you are. Oh, it does damage. Not for nothing, I suppose. We got him? Oh shit, did we just kill him? No phase 2 fake out for Kefka? I think that's it. FF victory, hey! Wow, that was much easier than I thought it was going to be. I was a little concerned there when he started one-shotting people, but, nope. The tower's collapsing. Oh, hey, Gallon Mog. There's no time to lose. Come on, the airship's just up ahead. Yep. Come on, everybody. We can make it if we work together. Terra, what's wrong? Only 62k HP. Oh. That seems low. I feel like we had other ones that were higher. Our Magicite, I worked so hard to get those. The Magicite. Magic is disappearing. The Vespers are fading from the world. What'll happen to Terra? Come with me. I can use the last of my power to guide you out. I mean, I guess you did do like 3 phases of a boss fight before him, but that still seems low. I did not think we would cruise through the final boss fight that easily, I'm going to be honest. I expected a little more friction. Not that I'm complaining, because we were absolutely dominating things with Ultima. But, I expected that to be a little longer. The phase 4 looped once. That was it. You don't recover Terra, she just flies in as Trance Terra and continues the dialogue, similar to how Mog and Gao show up. Okay. It's 135 magic defense and you win more than enough power with Ultima. Yeah, we did have dual casting Ultima. Cyan as Cyan Garamond. Oh, this is a fun epilogue. It's them all escaping. Cyan, could you hit that switch? Mechanical devices are not my strong point. step on it. There you go. I do believe I'm getting better, though. I do remember this epilogue being very, very good. Setzer as... Setzer Gabbiani. Oh, he was Italian the whole time. Ah, we made him Western. Damn it. Well, you know what? They do call them spaghetti Westerns. Flips a coin to decide where to go. Wait! Oh. Whenever you think you're right, you're wrong. And that's a big mistake. Alright. That was what you always used to say, wasn't it, Daryl? you suggested, hey, you know what? Riverboat Gambler being a Western, I could see it. Edgar as... Edgar Roni Figaro. I liked our Western. Oh, and Sabine as... I don't know why that played again. Oh, Sabine. Sabine Renee Figaro. I thought it said Setzer for a second, even though I read Sabine. I'm a dumbass. Yeah, that's the goat. It's not like I wanted to dump all that responsibility on you. I knew you'd look out for the kingdom. I wanted to be able to look out for you. That's why I went off to become stronger. Edgar just doesn't say anything. I wonder if the ending is different based on who you collect for the tower. I assume it is. Mog as... Mog. I assume if you didn't collect these characters, then they just don't have their scenes. Help me, Kupo! Can't you fly? You're a Moogle. You have wings. It is based on which characters you recover / collect. That makes sense. The fur! Watch the fur! I'm not a stuffed animal, Kupo! Umaro as... Umaro. Why the Mandatory 3 are involved with most scenes. That makes sense. It won't open. Cougar! I'll just get picked up by their palm, probably. Cougar! A Go-Go as... Do you actually have a full name? Nope. Go-Go. Oh, Wookiee growl? I can't even do one. Kinda. If you had a voice, I don't remember. Both buttons have to be pressed at the same time in exactly the same way. Go-Go, mimic Celes. That's fun. Nope. Okay. Bye, Go-Go. And he was never seen again. Gao as... What is this thing on the table? Like a diving helmet. Gao is Gao. Shortcut. Take shortcut. Oh, there's a chest I didn't open. Oh no, these are... This is a baked-in cutscene. I definitely remember opening those. Oh, the diving helmet it gives you to go into the Serpent's Trench. Right. That makes sense. Locke as Locke Cole. 2 first names, can't trust him. Celes as Celes Share. Okay. Love me some Cher. That's a lie. I don't know a single Cher song, I don't think. Come on, the place is breaking apart. What'd she drop? Look! I won't let go. I promise. Locke's bandana. When did she get that? Did Locke give it to her at some point that I forgot? Are you crazy? You almost got yourself killed. For that? My chat disconnected for a split second there. Don't know what that was. I feel like there's a part of their story that I forgot where he gives it to her. Terra as Terra Branford. I don't know why she's represented by martini glasses, but okay. Or were those my wine glasses? Didn't look close enough. I don't drink alcohol. Father? Father? Terra. We must part now. We Espers will disappear from this world. You may fade away as well. But perhaps if the human part of you feels something strong enough, then maybe, just maybe, you will be able to remain here as a human. There he goes. The beginning of the world of ruins, she sees a dove on a cliff with the bandana and gets hoped that the world isn't doomed. Ah, okay, I did forget about that. Realm as Realm Aroni. Aroni? I used to be an adventurer like you. When Kefka says the end draws near, he hit half HP and begins charging his ultimate move, Forsaken. Ah. Good thing we killed him so fast. Grandpa, you can't give up yet. Sorry, dear. Any more whining out of you and I'll paint your picture. Oh no, anything but that. But you know, someday I really would like to paint your portrait. On canvas, I mean. Oh, Realm, look what you've done. You've made me all go misty-eyed, and I missed the second half of that paragraph because it went really fast. Shadow as Shadow. Yep. Oh, of course. Come on, Interceptor. Go on, Interceptor. Get going. Get over here, you edgelord. Take care of yourself, boy. Baram. Looks like I can finally stop running. Come and find me, alright? Baram? I think I missed something there. Strago as Strago Aroni? Oh, Strago Magus. I do not remember anything about a Baram. Come on, Strago. You can't let yourself be shown up by a bunch of kids. Gotcha! Shadow's dreams, he's his friend that he used to go on adventures with. I vaguely remember that. And you! My name's down here. I love it when games in the credits are like, the characters, and you, the player. I love that shit. Follow me. I'll read that in a sec, Doppel. I don't want to miss anything. A last piece of magicite. Terra, you've done enough. Your power is getting weaker. These are so fast. Terra isn't going to be able to hold out much longer. Those are the kids from the orphanage. Yep. Don't give up hope, Katerin. Oh, I won't either. Took me a second to figure out who that was. So I guess Shadow just, like, goes down with the ship? Not yet. Not the ship, but the continent. The tower, whatever. Not yet. Terra? Terra! Hey, there she is. Thank you, Setzer. I told you, didn't I? She's the fastest ship in the world. Hey, there it is. The Pix Remaster credits. Alright here. Oh god, there's more epilogue, isn't there? Nope, never mind. On his next turn, Kefka unleashes the attack, doing high non-elemental unblockable magic damage to the entire party. Despite the preparation time, base power and animation for Forsaken doesn't inflict much damage, as it doesn't ignore split damage or magic defense. By comparison, Ultima, which does ignore magic defense and has only 2/3 of the spell power of Forsaken, does significantly more damage. Ah, okay. Well, that's Final Fantasy VI. I didn't expect to wrap it up quite so quickly, but that's okay. We had a blast. This is an easy, I think, 8 out of 10. I think I rate this higher than FF7. It's mainly the ending. The ending really pulls it together. I was not without my scruples for this game, but I think the parts that worked very, very well. I think gameplay is probably... Is it a 7 or an 8? I think it's a 7. Yeah, I think I'm gonna give it a 7. It's a little bit one note at times. Like one character just does the same thing over and over and over again. Which happens in other Final Fantasy games, but because of the party size, they kind of had to shake out that way. Which I wasn't a crazy fan of. I definitely prefer the smaller parties. Like FF5, having just a consistent 4-person party is definitely where I like it. When Kefka's HP hits 30,080, he'll begin countering attacks with Hyperdrive unless he's charging Forsaken, a powerful magic attack that ignores defense and will likely kill its target. When Kefka's HP drops to 10,240, his counterattack changes to Ultima. Wow, we skipped all of that. I destroyed his ass. He hit me with Havoc Wing, what, twice? And that was it. We didn't see Ultima a single time. Or Hyperdrive. Damn. But yeah. Yeah, I think I'll give it a 7 out of 10. I did like the parts of it that did work well. Like, I think we got some pretty fun builds, and some pretty fun gimmicks. Havoc Wing is his most dangerous attack. Okay. Like Setzer near the end, Setzer was kind of useless for so long, and then we set him up with the Master Scroll and the Genji Glove with both the fixed die and the loaded die, and just started pumping out damage. That was pretty fun. Dual casting Ultima is pretty great. You know, all those little interactions like that are pretty fun. I think before that point, the combat is good. It's not great. There's a lot of cases where like a character's ability is just kind of useless. Realm is probably one of the biggest offenders of like Sketch being kind of terrible. So she just becomes like a normal caster, which she was effective. She had a very high magic stat, so it worked out. But yeah, like Setzer with slots is kind of eh. And then yeah, just using Bushido and Blitz every single time for Cyan and Sabin respectively was like it did a lot of damage, so it was worth it, but it did kind of get boring, right? Just pretty repetitive. Stuff like that, where compared to like FF5 or like really just any of the other previous Final Fantasy games, each character had such a wide tool set that there were so many things that you could do. Whereas I feel like in this game, it really started to boil down to just deal as much damage as possible. Don't really worry about anything else. Which kind of becomes the series standards, like this game and on. Like 7 was like that, 8 was like that. Which is a shame, because I think Final Fantasy V has like some of the best RPG gameplay I've played. The job system is so good. But they just didn't keep up with it, and they decided to go this direction. Which, I mean, it was still fun, it was still good. Personal preference aside. Cheap way to defeat Kefka is to have a character equipped with 2 Ultima weapons, possible if a second is stolen from Rest. And a Master Scroll. As the Ultima weapons ignore defense, at a high enough level, the character can kill Kefka in 1 attack. They will attack him 8 times, each bullet only needs to do a minimum of 8,000 damage. Wow. Yeah, I guess you get that strong. That'll work. I didn't know the Ultima weapon ignored defense. Adarin have the baby. Symbolic of new life beginning in a world of ruin. Very nice. Classic ending. Oh, is that shadow the ship passing over? That's cute. That's a cute visual effect. Hey, they're finally fixing... Jesus Christ. What are they, Amish? Work fast. No idea what they're doing there. Little sapling. Passing over Figaro Castle, yep. Gotta do the victory lap, the world tour. Hang on, I'll get back to my rating in a moment here. Oh, she lets her hair down. That's fun. Oh god, this section. I remember that. Classic. Phantom Train Forest. Hell yeah. That how it ends? Us flying over a better world? The fans across the globe, both past and present, and to the crew who brought the originals to life, we offer our profound and heartfelt thanks. I like that they have these messages at the end of Pixel Remasters. The end. There it is. Yeah, Kefka still fucked everything up, but it's all about, you know, things are growing again. We're rebuilding. You know, we're literally rebuilding the house. There's new life being born with the kid that Katarine had and the sapling, you know. Everybody's getting back on their feet. It's a hopeful message, which I like. I will save completed game data. We'll save in file 2. With Setzer on the Falcon. Breath of New Life is the name of the achievement. Defeated Kefka and restored peace to the world. There we go. Literally what I just said. What happens if you load this? Do you just, Oh yeah, you just pop back out here. I guess you can just go and get all the folks down here again. Alright, that's cool. Pretty standard. But yeah. This is just the end. Almost justifies buying the same game for the 5th time. Hey. It's, for a game franchise like this, I think it's fine. Game came out in, what, 96? 97? It was 96, I think, right? I can't read it on the Twitch category, but I think it's 90... 96. 96, yeah, okay. Wonder if Terra still has trance. I assume this just kicks you out before you fight Kefka in the tower. So, yeah, she should have trance. But yeah, very, very good ending. Very happy with that. So yeah, gameplay, I think 7 out of 10. I did like it. I do think some parts could have been polished up and been a little bit tighter. I think too many party members, like, what is it, 14 in this game? 2 rows of 7, I think. 14 is too many. The individual, you can definitely tell, like, at a certain point, they just kind of started to run out of ideas. Umaro is pretty egregious. Of just being like, hey, he's a big beatstick, he hits things really hard. Like, okay. You know, Mog being sort of a budget geomancer. Gao, I think, is if it had just been Gao, I think I would have been fine with, of like only he you can't control, but having Mog and Umaro on top of that is sort of like, alright. We didn't need all of these guys. 255 characters, integer people to play? Oh god. That's like doesn't like Suikoden have like 100 party members or something? I've heard that about Suikoden. I don't actually know. I haven't looked into it. But I've heard Suikoden has like a shit ton of party members. And yeah, boss design was pretty good. I don't think there was any really frustrating bosses. In fact, I don't think we wiped that often. Happened a couple times, but not very often. I think there was really only one boss that we struggled on, which was the one in the tomb, in like Daryl's tomb, where it just like wiped the like half of the part or 3/4 of the party, and then we kept trying to raise somebody and they just kept getting knocked down. I was like, fuck it, I'll just solo it, and I did. That was sort of the point where I was like, I don't know about this, but I think that was just RNG screwing me over, so I don't even know if I could put that on the bosses. What about FF Tactics? How many party members are there? No idea. I do not know very much about Tactics other than it has a job system similar to 5, and it involves characters that are in the Evil Ace raids in 14. That's all I know. And it's a tactics game, you know, like Fire Emblem. Chrono Cross, I think, has 40 plus, but very little character development for most. Yeah, I assume once you get up to like that many, you're not really focused on them as characters in a story. Which, speaking of story, I think FF Tactics could have 25, but there are hireable generic characters and animal breeding. Oh, okay. Speaking of story, I do really like the story for this game. You can definitely see where the FF7 character writing came from, because it's all over this game. Every character has their own little mini arc, you know, their own little backstory, their own personality. Yeah, that was RNG screwing me in that fight, which that is how me and RNG, that is my relationship with RNG. And yeah, like, Terra definitely gets the most, because she's the main character, right? She's the Cloud of this game, which makes sense. Locke gets a lot, Celes gets a lot. I think it's mainly those three. At least for the first half of the game. Setzer gets a little more time to shine near the end. With this whole backstory with Daryl and the Falcon. Yeah, Celes and Terra are the main characters of each half, which makes sense that they would get the most. But yeah, like, they were all pretty good. Cyan's story with his wife and son dying to Kefka and that, like, eating him up for, you know, however long this game takes place for. Pretty reasonable and pretty fucked up that happens. It's still one of the darkest things I've seen, I think, in a Final Fantasy game. It's just very real and raw. And I felt like that got pretty well resolved with this whole dream sequence. The Gloomnivore, yeah. Sabin and Edgar, I think, both had pretty good storylines. Locke had a good storyline. Locke had actually probably the second best storyline, with his, like, interactions with Terra and Celes and, like, pledging himself to them and, you know, being, like, almost obsessive, sort of, but then you find out why. It's because he had, you know, love interest that he lost, effectively. And so he was sort of, like, trying to make up for that sort of deal. Now, who else had storylines? I think those were the main ones. Gao kind of got a storyline. Really just like his grandfather sucks. That's sort of it. Like, sometimes people just blow and there's nothing you can do about it. Umaro and Mog don't have storylines. Gogo doesn't have a storyline. Shadow, I don't remember his. I feel like we may have missed it, because I don't remember anything about Barum. It's apparently a post-game with the Dragon's Den, though I'm not sure it's in the Pix Remaster. I believe the Pix Remasters don't have most of, like, the add-on content that they add later. I believe they're all just updates of the original games. Shadow is implied to be Realm's father. Oh. Interesting. I didn't get any of that in any other interaction, so that must be all in his backstory. None of the Pix Remasters of the post-game content. Yeah, okay. Because it's the same thing with the FF Tactics remaster that's coming, where they have said that the War of the Lions content is not going to be in it, which pissed off a lot of people, but honestly, I get it. They just want to preserve the original versions of the games. So I'm kind of fine with it. I don't know how much of it really matters. I saw a lot of people complaining about it, but I also saw some people being like, it's not that important. I don't know. Shadow and Realm are the only characters who can equip the Memento Ring, and Interceptor likes Realm from the get-go. Okay. I kind of get that. That makes sense. I didn't check to see who could equip the Memento Ring. I thought it was Realm only. Dragon Den is not in the Pix Remaster. Okay. And yeah, Interceptor liking Realm does lend credence to that. I don't know if I would have put together that it's implied that he's her father without that theory being told to me, but there's corroborating evidence. Yeah, very subtle, arguably too subtle, but I can see it. Yeah, who are all the party members again? I want to make sure I'm not missing. Oh, Cella's, of course. Her storyline is like the other half, so her storyline's very good. Strago doesn't really have a storyline. He's more of like an exposition character, which makes sense. And then yeah, Gogo, Umaro, Mog, they don't really get anything. I guess Realm doesn't really have a storyline either. Also, if you don't save Shadow, Realm is in his place in the Cave of Velts. Okay. It's definitely implying some sort of connection, so I can see that. Yeah, so I think the story is good. Do I give it an 8 or a 9? I think I might give it a 9. It's a confirmed fact from the developers. Oh, there we go. Let me see. Let me pull up the rating sheet. We did already have this filled out for 6 because I have played this before. Let's see if we can perhaps update it. This. FF6. Oh, interesting. I gave the story originally a 7 out of 10. I will update that. That is definitely an 8 at least, and I'll give this gameplay a 7. Definitely. Now that I've played it myself, I know it a little better. Oh yeah, I did add a section for this. I forgot about this. I added a section for Dragon Quest XI and Chrono Triggers. I'll put the other JRPGs we play here. This will just become the JRPG rating sheet. Yeah, playing it through someone else isn't the same. I agree with that. I am glad that we played it. It was definitely worth it. And it's the Pixel Remaster they have not missed in any game. The Pixel Remaster for every game that has had one has been excellent, and this was no exception. I think this is probably the definitive way to play FF6. Yeah. I think FF6 I'm gonna drop down to... I think I like it more than FF2. Oh. There we go. Oh yeah, I wanted to check... What's the highest rated story for Final Fantasy? 8 out of 10 puts it on par with 7. And 5. You know what? I'm going to put it at 9. I think this is the best Final Fantasy game story-wise. Because I definitely like it more than 7, because my problems with Sephiroth and the ending of 7 still are my biggest problems with it. Oh, I just realized I'm covering the other JRPGs over there. You can see. Like, I think this had a very satisfying ending. I really like the epilogue for this. All the individual character arcs are good. Kefka's a great villain. Hey, Lightning. 6 is your favorite. 6 is a lot of people's favorites, and I do not disagree. I think it is a very, very strong title. If not one of the strongest. Yeah, I think story-wise this is the best one. In my humble opinion. But I also gave FF10 a 4 out of 10, so your mileage may vary with my opinions. Yeah, this was very, very good. Kefka, I think still... oh no, I put Ultima. I do like Ultima better than Kefka, personally. But I do really like Kefka. He is a very, very close number 2. Yeah, what over here do we want to change? Oh, I had FF6 at like middle of the pack here. I'm going to update that. Now that I've actually played through it myself, I know for a fact that's wrong. This is definitely number 1. Actually, you know what? Despite it being my highest rated, I think as far as personal favorites, I think I still like FF8 and FF16 better. Even though I think this is objectively a better written story, I just do like 8 and 16 a lot. Shadow's real name is Clyde. He fathered a daughter in Thamasa. You can get that at In-Stay Dreams with him. Okay, I think we did miss that because I don't remember doing his dreams, because we never stayed at Inns with Shadow in the party. So we did miss that content, which is unfortunate, but oh well. Final boss. I do think he is my final boss favorites. I mean, the Tower of God, or the Statue of God, whatever it is, and then him being on top is just so iconic. That is one of the most iconic Final Fantasy fights. So I think I can keep him up there. Final boss theme, Dancing Mad, still my number 2. Boss theme, I think number 5 is accurate. I do like the boss theme for 6 a lot. I especially like the Pixel Remaster rendition of it. The Pixel Remaster edition of the boss theme for 6 is really good. Big fan of that. Battle theme, yeah, I think middle of the pack is about right. Shadow used to be a thief, referencing the thief ninja job transition from previous games. That makes sense. Protagonists. Below Cloud and Zidane. I do like Terra quite a bit, actually, but I think her spot in the list is accurate. I don't think she was quite as strong of a protagonist as Cloud, but Cloud also has a lot of story dedicated to him, so that does track. Zidane as well, Squall as well. The focus was a little bit more split up between the party in this game, so yeah, I think her being more middling as far as favorite protagonist is accurate. I know your opinion of the cast is that it's too big, but what do you think of the party switching events / dungeons, which is a reason for such a large cast? I do like that. I wish they had done it more. Terra / Celes. I guess Celes is technically the protagonist for the second half. I'll amend that. I don't think it changes the rating, but that is a good point. Yeah, like it makes it incentivizes the player to actually get all the party members when you need like a full squad of 12 of the 14 cast members to actually progress through the final dungeon, as well as needing 8 for Phoenix Cave. That's good. I do like that, and I do like the switching between them. I like that mechanic. I just wish they did it more. It would have been really nice to see that more than like twice in the game. I think if that had been the case, I think it would have been a lot less critical of such a large cast. Because as it stands, it felt a lot like a lot of party members were just kind of getting left behind and sort of abandoned, which I don't personally like. If I have, party members, I want to keep them all relatively leveled, but with this many party members, it's just too hard. Post-game, Dragon's Den had it, and it was a lot less linear. Okay. Yeah, I think it just would have been like, if there had just been more of that would have been ideal. Which game is it where there's a big time skip and a character comes back like all powered up? I think they're a summoner type. Was that 4? I want to say that was 4 that did that. Rydia and 4, that's it. In my brain, I always confuse Rydia and Terra a little bit. Which, probably because there was some inspiration there that Terra took from Rydia. But yeah, I do sometimes think like, oh yeah, Terra does that thing. Nope, that's Rydia. Yeah, a lot of FF games do that. Yeah, like I think a party size like FF7 is probably the highest I'm willing to go, and even FF7 felt like there were like maybe one or two too many party members. Like I think if they had cut Cid, I don't think I would have minded. Because FF7 is Cloud, Tifa, Barret, Aerith, Red 13, Cid, Yuffie, Vincent, and Cait Sith, which is 9. I feel like that's too many. What about the reserves not gaining XP in the background? So normally I would complain about that a lot. But I think 6 actually has a pretty good compromise, which is all of the characters in the second half, when you get them, show up at the lowest party member's level, or Terra or Celes' level, whatever it is. However they do it, they update them all to be close together, which helps a lot. And in the first half of the game, they have that sequence where you have to play every character in their own little scenarios, which means that you keep them all relatively close to level. So reserves not getting XP didn't bother me too much because it didn't really come into play that much. I just made sure that I was like keeping lower level party members and like swapping them out into the party so that they could get XP and just keeping everybody close, which wasn't too hard. Yeah, Gao glitching out was unfortunate. I'm certain that is a bug, which really hampered his involvement in the second half, which is unfortunate. It had 9 -1 characters, but there was that one battle at the end that uses all 3 parties. Yeah, which is weird, because at the end of 7, you don't actually have to switch to the other party. I think we just did it all on one. With like Vincent, Yuffie, and someone else, and we just blitzed it all on that one side and never switched, which was weird. Not sure what they were trying there. Snooze this. Yeah. Yeah, I fought and beat level 71 Kefka at level 35. Was about the average. So we were doing pretty good. I mean, that's the thing about Final Fantasy games, right? That's the thing I keep saying. You don't need to grind in Final Fantasy, you just have to have better strategy. Right? If you know what you're doing and you're optimizing and knowing how to equip party members and using the right spells and making sure everybody learns and grows what you need them to do, you do not need to grind. Do I want to do the next part of the 7 remaster? Rebirth? Yes. We will not be doing it right away, because it is incredibly long, and we will not finish it in time for Digimon Storytime Stranger. FF final bosses aren't exactly hard. True. Some of them were hard. FF5's final boss was tough. Welcome in, Waffle. How's it going? FF5 we struggled on. He hit like a truck, and we were still pretty kitted out for FF5. FF4 Zeromus in the Pix Remaster is massively overtuned. He kicked the shit out of us. FF8 Ultimecia was a little tough. We came down to, I think, 2 party members dead and the last party member at 1 HP like multiple times during that fight. So that was very edge of your seat. But yeah, besides that, I would agree. The final bosses are not typically very hard. Final boss level is more or less a figurative level. I mean, the dungeons are usually pretty good. Well, FF6 dungeon was pretty involved. Final boss levels, just make sure your level spells don't work and things like sketch/control fail. Yeah, that makes sense. Which is not the best way of doing that. I feel like there's a compromise between an ability being too powerful and an ability just not working. I feel like there should be a way to like have it scale so it's not too busted. But 1996, right? And Realm was pulling her weight in that final boss fight. So, can't complain too much. It's not like she was useless. Ultimecia can be cheesed pretty easily. Just kill your party until you get the ones you want. At the first phase, yeah, I'm talking about the last phase. Where she gets that attack similar to Heartless Angel, where she drops everyone to 1. And she does that pretty often. Hey, Waffle, thank you for the streak. Yeah, I would agree the first part of Ultimecia is not an issue. The second part is, like, a little tough. But yeah, that third phase is like, woo! We had some close calls. We did it first try, but it was tight. Realm was just blitzing with Ultima and dual cast. Yeah, Realm had Ultima, Terra had Ultima, and Terra also had dual cast. And then we had, like, Celes, who was pretty busted strong, and Edgar, who, honestly, I don't even think was that important in that fight, because the 3 ladies just destroyed everything in sight. But he put in some help. He pulled his weight. He helped in other boss fights by doing a shit ton of damage, so I'm not gonna dunk on Edgar. Yeah. I do think that the party size was too high for not utilizing them as much as I would have liked. I definitely prefer a smaller core cast. Like, I think, what is it? Dragon Quest XI has 8? Or is it 9? Yeah, 8. Which one of them you don't get until, like, the second half of the game. And I felt like that was a pretty good party size, especially since you have 4 party members at a time. Some people use Mog the way you use Edgar since he can equip spears. Yeah, only Mog and Edgar can equip spears. Which I feel like they maybe could have given that to one more person. Because the Dragoon boots are kind of whatever until you get the Dragon Horn. Sabin's Phantom Rush did less damage than Ultima, and Osmos was just cracked in this game. Yeah. Phantom Rush was really, really good, and then we got Ultima, and it was like, it's game over. Phantom Rush still did a lot of damage, but Ultima hitting everything for damage cap is pretty nuts. And Osmos being as good as it is nuts. MTG's revealing cards in their Spider-Man. There's a Spider-Man collab? I don't know if you're memeing or not. I do not keep up with MTG. You're gonna play Horizon Zero Dawn next? No. We're gonna be doing Ghost Trick Phantom Detective next. And then if we have extra time, we'll be playing Horizon Zero Dawn next. I don't plan on finishing it. I don't know how long it is, but I'm pretty sure it's not a short game. So depending on how much time we have, we will probably play it and then switch immediately to Digimon Story. You're actually not memeing. Okay. MTG really is becoming the Fortnite of TCGs, huh? But yeah, Mog, I thought about doing the Dragoon stuff, but Edgar was just more versatile because he could do that and also use tools. Whereas if I danced with Mog, then I would lock out the jump. So I just avoided that. Next set is a Spider-Man set. Later this year, there's an Avatar The Last Airbender collab. That's mildly exciting, because I am a fan of Atla, but Horizon isn't really long if you focus solely on the story. It's just boring. Oh, okay. I don't have high expectations for Horizon Zero Dawn. I've heard a lot of people praise it, but I've also heard that, like, it's not that good. And from what I've seen, it looks more on the realm of not that good. But I'll go in with an open mind. I don't think I'll hate it. Yeah. Osmos scaling off magic power and just getting you like full MP back almost every time is crazy. Crazy good. The best Osmos has ever been and probably ever will be. It's a game. Yeah, that's about what I'm expecting. I got it for free on PS4 and I never played it, and then I got it for like maybe $20 on Steam when it went on sale, because I was like, oh yeah, I was gonna play this on PS4 and I never did. So I bought it on Steam and then also never played it. So we're actually gonna boot it up eventually, but we are gonna be playing Ghost Trick Phantom Detective first, because that is also a game that I played a long time ago. Where is it? Or not? I've not played it. Sorry, I bought it and never played it. The hell is it? There it is. I can't see where it is, but I bought it many, many, many years ago. And I do want to play that. And it's also a visual novel, and a Capcom visual novel. I've heard that if you like Ace Attorney, you'll like Ghost Trick, so I'll be playing that next. We might actually play some right away here, if I have nothing else to say about FF6, which I'm not sure I do. Or we're kind of just yapping right now. It's what Sony really, really, really wants to be a success. It just isn't. Yeah, like, they really wanted it to be a breakout hit, and I just don't think it ever quite got there. It was like a moderate success. Like, people liked it. It was enough to get a sequel. So, you know, not for nothing. But yeah, they're really looking for like a giant smash hit, and I just don't think they got there. Because I think Forbidden West kind of just dropped, and people were like, all right. And I think that's about it. That's about it for Horizon Zero Dawn. Is Forbidden West. They really wanted to be like Ghost of Tsushima, and they just never got there. There's a second sequel coming out too, I think. Is there? Okay. I mean, if it's a consistent success enough to keep greenlighting sequels, that's good. That's putting money in the bank, so I don't think this is like an FF13 situation where it inexplicably keeps getting other games. I think they're just good enough to justify the dev cost. Speaking of Ghost of Tsushima, I'm so excited for Ghost of Ite, but I won't be able to play it for like many more years, which makes me so sad. I hope the PC port comes sooner this time, but it probably won't. Anyways. Is there anything else here I want to update? I think this is all Gucci. FF6 is here. Oh, you know what? No, I think FF6 being middle of the road for OST is good. Final boss theme, second best. Boss theme on the top 5, I think. Parancella being nearer to the top. Efka being second best. World design. I might actually up the world design. I did like the world design of 12 and 13, but FF6 has got a really, really good world design. I don't think it's quite as good as 7 and Crisis Core, but it did pave the way for it. We released Horizon Zero Dawn 3 days before Breath of the Wild and Forbidden West a week before Elden Ring. Oof. That might contribute to why they have not been smash successes, because they release right before other giant hits. That is really unfortunate. Somebody fire that marketing team. That is embarrassing. Twice in a row. Wow. That sucks. I feel bad. Speaking of release dates, I feel bad for all the games that were releasing in early September before Silksong got announced to be coming out. I think it came out like, what, yesterday? Something like that. I saw multiple posts of people delaying their games because it's like, yeah, we can't. If we release now, it's just going to fall flat. So we're going to delay the release a couple weeks. which kind of shitty from the Silksong devs. I don't think they meant it to be shitty, but it ended up sort of being that way. Just like effectively shadow dropping like one of the most anticipated indie games of all time. Kind of a dick move. Some advance warning would have been nice. But hey, it is what it is. I've heard Silksong is very good, so good for the Hollow Knight fans. Yeah, Silksong also has a very cheap price tag. I think it's like $40. Like full price. Which is very, very nice in today's climate. But yeah, wow, that sucks. That is... Right, especially Breath of the Wild. Well, God, even Elden Ring. Two of like the biggest hits in the last several years. That is wildly unfortunate. Alright. I think that is pretty much it for Final Fantasy VI. Very, very good game. Very glad I played it. Very deserving of the coveted 8 out of 10 rating, because there's only actually a handful of games that have that. It's FF6, FF8, and FF16. The only games to score higher than that are 5, 12, and Stranger of Paradise. So it is definitely in the upper echelons of games I've played. So, excellent, excellent time. Very, very fun. With that said, I think we are going to wrap it up as far as playing FF6. So we will stop the recording here. YouTube, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. We will see you in the next playthrough. Bye-bye.